So let's talk a little bit more about your retreats. Specifically, your retreats often include everything from breath work to cacao ceremonies to chakra work and sisterhood circles. So how do you go about approaching designing an experience that touches mind, body, spirit, and kind of ties all these elements together? Is there a formula? Are you working with somebody? How do you design these?
I do design it myself, and my general rule of thumb, or something that I prioritize, is I want to get into the body or the heart space first. Because again, I think that we as a collective are very quick to go into logic, and myself included. I can think and talk through things all day long. That's been my biggest journey in therapy, is like I can write you and read you a novel on why I am the way I am or feel the way I am, but there's a difference between talking about it and actually feeling into it. And also a priority of these retreat experiences is really creating connections with people. And there is a divide in that when we are just speaking from the brain and from the mouth versus when we are telling someone about what we are feeling in our heart and our body. So my priority when I structure these is we're doing some sort of activity at the beginning of the event or the retreat that gets us into that space first. We're not just going to open with diving deep into whatever the big topic is today. We're going to do a cacao ceremony because that gets us into our senses of sipping the cacao, and it also has several ingredients in there that pump blood through your blood vessels, and they have and it has oxytocin and magnesium to help relax, and the bliss chemical, and one other thing that are just components. I mean, again, it's not like it's dosed with drugs. I just mean these are the kind of components that depending on the event, that are subtle, that kind of contribute to that experience. So I think it's really important to open in that way, and there's usually an intention setting in that experience that I think creates a really safe space for people, because I'm always going to, one, get them into their body so they can get connected with themselves and rooted first. I will set the parameters on, here are the expectations, not in terms of what you have to share, but this is a safe space. Nothing leaves this room. I'm here to hold space. What is supported, allowed, invited in here? So that's really important to me. The other way I'll do that is with yoga. If we're not doing cacao, then doing some sort of yoga practice first to get into the body, rinse out any energies that might be of nerves or the day that they had before they came in there. And then there's also an experience for us to kind of bond over. We all just did that class together, and now we're going to go into that group discussion. So that's the jumping off point, at least for structuring things.
Okay, so there is definitely a logic and a, no pun intended, flow to structuring
yes,
the
absolutely.
yoga retreats.
A method to the magic.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.